Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we shall be looking at the members of the Black Uhuru band then and where they are now. Let's get started. Derrick Duckie Simpson, date of birth 24th June 1950. To start off with the list, we have Derrick Duckie Simpson, who is one of the founders of the Black Uhuru band. The band has undergone several lineup changes over the years, but with Duckie Simpson as the mainstay. When he started the band, he was 22 years old. Currently, he's 71 years old and still in the music industry. Garth Dennis, date of birth 2nd of December 1949. Next on the list, we have Garth Dennis, who was also one of the founding members of Black Uhuru at 23 years old. He later left the band to join the Wailing Souls in the mid-1970s and stayed with them for 10 years before returning to Black Uhuru in the mid-1980s. Currently, Garth Dennis is 72 years old and recently released 2 solo albums. Don Carlos, date of birth 29th June 1952. Next on the list, we have Don Carlos, who also founded Black Uhuru together with Duckie Simpson and Garth Dennis when he was 20 years old. After the band's early releases, he decided to pursue a solo career. In 1990, he reunited with the original members, both Simpson and Dennis, after they had been booked to play at an award ceremony in California. Currently, Don Carlos is 69 years old and continues to perform all over the world and has huge fan base in Africa. Michael Rose, date of birth 11th July 1957. Next on the list is Michael Rose, who joined Black Uhuru in 1977 when he was 20 years old after the departure of Don Carlos and Garth Dennis. He led them to international success in the early 1980s, having written most of the band's popular material. Currently, Rose is 64 years old and she goes upon tours, records, and releases material as a solo artist. Errol Tarzan Nelson, date of birth unknown. Next on the list is Errol Tarzan Nelson, who joined Black Uhuru in 1977 together with Michael Rose after the departure of Don Carlos and Garth Dennis when he was roughly 20 years old. After the release of the band's debut album titled Love Crisis, he returned to the Jays, who he already was a part of in late 1977. Currently, Errol Nelson is still part of the Jays. Sandra Puma Jones, date of birth 5th October 1953. Next on the list is Sandra Puma Jones, who joined Black Uhuru in 1977 when she was 24 years old after the departure of Errol Nelson. Jones was unfortunately diagnosed with breast cancer in 1987, which forced her to withdraw from the band and died at the age of 36 on the 28th of January 1990. Juliet Reid, date of birth 6th of June 1963. Next on the list is Juliet Reid, who replaced the departure of Michael Rose in 1984 when he was 21 years old. Reid has been recording music since he was 13. He already had a string of successful projects in the early 80s, including launching his own label, Junior Productions. The opportunity to reach a wider international audience came with the offer to be the lead singer in a Black Uhuru. Currently, Juliet Reid is 58 years old and is still a successful artist and has lots of collaborations with famous artists. Andrew Bees, date of birth 1972. Next on the list is Andrew Bees, who joined Black Uhuru when he was 25 years old after Duckie Simpson won a legal battle over the name of the band against original members Don Carlos and Garth Dennis in 1997. He left the group to pursue his solo career in 2003. He rejoined the group again in 2011, featuring Dookie Simpson and K-Star, and together they toured the United States for the first time since 2002. Currently, Biz is 49 years old and still an artist. Jennifer Connelly, date of birth unknown. Next on the list is Jennifer Connelly, who joined Black Uhuru together with Andrew Bees after Dookie Simpson won a legal battle over the name of the band in 1997 when she was roughly 25 years old. Currently, Jennifer Connelly's whereabouts are unknown, but she's probably still in the music industry. K-Star, date of birth unknown. Next on the list is K-Star, who joined Black Uhuru in February 2004 when it was announced in the Jamaican press that Dookie Simpson and Michael Rose had reunited under the name Black Uhuru featuring Michael Rose. We can estimate he joined the band when he was roughly 30 years old. The group toured throughout Europe in 2006. K-Star also toured the US with the band in 2011 together with Dookie Simpson and Andrew Bees. Robbie Shakespeare, date of birth 27 September 1953. The last cast member on the list is Robbie Shakespeare, who is a Jamaican bass guitarist and record producer best known as the one half of the reggae rhythm section and production duo Sly and Robbie. He worked extensively with Black Uhuru in 1977 when he was 24 years old and recorded a string of successful singles. Currently, Robbie Shakespeare is 68 years old and one of the most influential reggae bassists in the world. Thank you and goodbye.